WorldPulse with your host, Pittnutt. Welcome to WorldPulse. I'm Pittnutt, your host. Tonight I deal with a case of human error, which has forever changed the life of my guest, Mrs. Edna Schnertzman. Good evening, Mrs. Schnertzman.
Hello, Stu, and many thanks for allowing me on your program tonight. Not many people are listening to me out there, and it's really good to have this sounding board in which to speak about my predicament.
Let me see if I get my facts straight. It says here, you claim Checkmate Foods Limited, a division of Checkmate Feeds Incorporated, inadvertently put Checkmate Calf Grower in a box of all-brand cereal.
Stu, it's, well, yes, Stu, dare I say it's, the utter truth. Yes. I'm sorry, Stu, I don't believe I caught that. Would you please repeat the question?
How do they taste?
I thought you said in your face. Nonetheless, anyway, in that case, I really think they taste quite good. Actually, much better than they used to. I guess that's what should have tipped me off, but it never occurred to me to complain about food tasting better.
The Foods Division of Checkmate Conglomerate said you did not file a complaint until sometime after you had turned into a cow, thus you are not entitled to any settlement.
Well, if I knew I was going to become a cow, I wouldn't have eaten it, would I? But to answer your question, and you can quote me on that.
What does your husband say every morning when he greets a cow?
Actually, the big bozo hasn't noticed the difference. So our marriage hasn't been affected. The kids have noticed, though. Instead of reading storybooks at bedtime, I eat their books, and then I lick their bellies. Then I move them to sleep, and they also like the extra milk.
How has your condition affected your daily life?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
I said, how has your condition affected your daily life?
Well, I weigh over 600 pounds more than I did, and I had to get used to getting milk twice a day. But otherwise, I'm fine. If I eat greens and get plenty of liquids and stay away from abattoirs, I should do all right.
We talked to a rep of Checkmate Foods Limited, the CEO in charge of public relations, Mrs. Sue Utterly. She is on the line now. Hello, Mrs. Utterly?
Still?
What do you think of Mrs. Schnertzman's assertions that Calf Grower was inadvertently placed in a box of all-brand?
Let me first say that I would like to assure Mrs. Schnertzman that I eat all-brand all the time, and I've never had any problem with it. If she can prove any legal action can be taken, fine, but I'd advise her to end these slanderous innuendos immediately.
This ends another edition of WorldPulse. We'll return at the same time tomorrow night. Until then, I'm Pittnutt. Good night.
Been watching WorldPulse with Pittnutt. Good night.
WorldPulse with your host, Pittnutt.